It's a couple of Jordans talking ASU football. Jordan Simone, ASU sideline reporter. I'm Jordan Ham, Sports 360 AZ. Now, Jordan, it is still February, but we have already wrapped up ASU spring ball session.
Yeah.
Just what do you make of having it so early, and what advantages did you see out of that?
Well, it's a huge advantage if you think about not only the recruiting aspect, but just getting your guys fresh, having your guys fresh before the season starts. So they're going to have a lot of time off now to get in the weight room, to get some size on these quarterbacks that are true freshmen, and work on some agility stuff that is huge. That in this after spring ball, you really don't have that much time to work on it. So a lot of time in the classroom with the coaches, a lot of time on the field is going to be huge for their preparation.
Now, with the caveat that we can only project so much because it was spring ball, it wasn't the fall season. Just what was your biggest takeaway of these four quarterbacks that are all battling for that starting position?
Man, it's tight. I like Jaden Daniels, and I'll tell you why. I think he has the most potential of the four. You watch kind of all these quarterbacks throw, and a lot of them are making freshman mistakes, and it happens. And to start as a true freshman in the Pac-12, you cannot make mistakes. You can't put the ball in jeopardy. You have to be able to throw a check down. Jaden Daniels does that better than all three of them, including Dylan Sterling Cole, the fourth, who has been here, who's a guy that everyone feels like he should probably have the job, but it's going to be Jaden Daniels. And there's a host of other reasons that we don't have time to get into, but I'm sure we will talk more about it.
Aside from the quarterbacks, who do you think made up the most ground with their spring session?
I look at the defensive side of the ball, and I just look at another spring of growth for them. Coming off a year where they played more football in 1 year than they've ever played. So they were tired. After Utah game, they had played over 659 snaps, and that's a lot of snaps, man. In high school, you'd only get about 650 by the end of the year. So they had 4 games left. And so another spring for these guys to grow and develop is going to be huge for their, not just the mental side, but also the physical side.
What's your biggest question going into this now summer and fall session for this ASU team?
I think it's still the quarterback. There's a lot of time left. What I think doesn't necessarily matter. I wish it did, but that's not how things work. So it's going to be quarterback, Jaden Daniels, and Dylan Sterling Cole. I think those are your two guys that are the most prepared to start. And it's going to be who turns the ball over less, who's getting in early, who's leaving late, who's doing the extra things in the weight room to prepare themselves. And Jaden Daniels is going to be a huge offseason here for him to put on some size. He needs to put on about 30 more pounds, but that's not possible. So 10 more pounds this offseason, and I know Coach Connolly and the strength staff will probably do a good job.
Good stuff from Jordan Simone. Make sure to check out his Untold podcast
each
and every week, and keep it on Sports 360 AZ for all your ASU football coverage.